Alright guys, we're back. Sorry, I had to change some stuff. Like I said, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get used to a new computer and it's not easy. Not easy. Macs are Macs are a little bit crazy. I've never used a Mac before, so alright, they have just extended the tornado warning. So it's a tornado warning and half-inch hail, or 1.5-inch hail. 6:51, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 10 miles northeast of the Colorado Bend State Park, or 10 miles northwest of Lampasas, moving southeast at 20. Ping-pong-sized hail and rotation. So you're looking at the storm right now on the screen. Hang on a sec here. That is the storm that everybody is worried about. Let's look at the velocity on it and see. Yeah, and you can see right there where the rotation is. So what you got to do is you got to look at where the radar is located. So right now from this storm, the radar is located this way from the storm. So the red is air moving away from the radar. The green is air moving towards the radar. So when you see that next to each other like that, especially how it's wrapping around, that means that is spinning in that direction. And it's basically right over 183 right now, moving into Lampasas. So, pretty scary up there right now. We're going to keep an eye on that and make sure that it doesn't make it down here into Austin. Right now, in Travis County, where I'm at, there is a severe thunderstorm watch. They're not talking about anything about tornadoes right now. And they're not talking about this particular storm reaching us without dying out. It could very well die out. So we'll see what's going to happen. But we will definitely keep an eye on it. Definitely will keep an eye on it. Alright, as far as what else is happening in the city right now.
And units start for pedestrians, High-Speed Roadway, 10,935 northbound. Hispanic males.
Well, there is a dumpster fire. Imagine, I think that's a good analogy for this city, is a dumpster fire. I mean, sometimes this city is a dumpster fire, I'll tell you that. This city can be a dumpster fire.
5100 block of 35 Service Road northbound. It should be code 4. I just 303 Falcon Ida. My apologies, my partner called for a crisis unit on Frank, unbeknownst to me.
There are no radios that will work with encryption other than the real ones that the police have. Do not think so, but do not quote me on that.
Crisis 55. I think Crisis 54 was going to take the Frank call. 10-4.
Excuse me. So anyway, I'm trying to get used to this Mac, and it's not easy.
1324.
It's not easy at all.
Go ahead, sir.
Austin Tower 379.
This Mac is a beast in of itself. It's different. It is
Was verbal the
different.
complainant has been threatened to return and damage a food truck. Subject LCS westbound on Congress.
All right. Hope everybody's having a good evening. I don't know how long I'll be out here tonight. I've been out on the streets all day, so I may not be out here too long.
Is crisis still needed? We have someone covering David.
No,
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
10-4. Training 2013 in DV, a clearing route to a pedal high-speed roadway, 7900 plus of 35 north, near the Runberg exit northbound. Subject chasing someone on foot. Gonna be on the inside shoulder.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Both are Hispanic males. It looks like about 5 are on scene. One's wearing a black t-shirt. Code 3 authorized, supervisor clear.
So, if this storm holds together, and if it stays severe or violent, whatever you want to call it, this, I mean, it could, if it stays on its current path, it could very well make it into Round Rock really easily.
Code 4. Can I get the last 4?
Round Rock, Georgetown.
4261.
I mean,
4261.
it's very possible. Very, very possible.
Edward 32, go ahead.
Edward 32. Can you check the next two 51s? 28 should be on the car. They both have front end damage.
10-4 off front. SRO 20 County. SRO 20, standby 1. Edward 32, all 4 up on both.
Edward 32. 3 up on the Bronco. All 4 up on the Ford.
10-4, SRO 20, go ahead. 10-4, ma'am. Have you guys received reports of the lights being on all-way flash at 620 and Steiner Ranch? That's affirmative. Text that's clear. Okay, 10-4, thank you. Ten four.
10-4.
2 seconds, Dennis.
Code 4.
Time on.
45 code 4.
Time on.
Every time I see a call come out that is for something like a dumpster fire, it just kind of makes me laugh a little bit.
1202.
12 with you.
Show me around the same.
10-4.
Can you make contact with the subject? Yeah, 7th and right?
Summer.
Go ahead.
It's going to be at 620 in BK Parkway. It's going to be on BK Parkway in the left-hand turn lane to turn northbound onto 620. It is a black Hyundai. There's a male passed out behind the wheel. We do have EMS rolling as well as a precaution.
Steve, show me around.
One 103-790.
10-4 is 702, and thank you for the help.
Dang, heat is a real issue, man. Heat is a huge issue when you're trying to stream. Fudge. Trying to keep these computers as cool as possible, but dadgum, it's hard. I mean, I've never had this many issues streaming before, right? I mean, in this area.
$4367 County.
4367.
1367. If you can notify TNR and let them know that the sign for 71 and Parnell Summit Parkway is knocked down as a result of this collision.
Number.
Let's see, I need another.
Tried to call a couple times, but I'm not getting an answer.
That ain't gonna
Or
work.
can you try 737?
What's wrong with me?
228 2249.
Trying to force as much air as possible behind this stupid thing.
750 Captain Boston. Thank you.
Austin, 792 with you, Steve. Go ahead.
Roger, Edward Units 219. County phone call.
Temple.
Let's go for it.
Go ahead.
So, he in that stage to come here?
Temple, I cleared them when you asked. Are they not 23 yet?
They're not.
They changed status to 76, so hopefully they're 23 soon. Good show.
Alright.
Hey, you're good. You can come back over here.
10-1.
Go ahead.
There's problems over there.
Negative. You want to say each one? In Lancaster, apparently there's a couple of findings there.
Again, last known location is going to be the left-hand turn lane to go from BK Parkway left onto northbound 620 on the park side.
10-4.
Supervisor on David.
390, go ahead.
That animal urgent for the aggressive animal that's sleeping. Is that clear to hold or check?
Let's see, we got a. We're gonna go over here. This dumpster fire. So they've been fighting this dumpster fire now for a hot minute. 1901 East 51st Street is where we're gonna go. East 51st Street.
to check that intersection. I'm going to check down the other sections of BK Parkway.
Let's see what that is. That looks like a...
No other calls.
some kind of a business. I don't know what kind of business it is, but it's some type of a business.
Or I see fire else on the area. You should probably check.
Let's see.
We're code 4.
So things are going to drastically change next week. There will be no more transparency in this city. Unless somebody actually sees something happening and reports on it, or
Supervisor Clear advising.
if the city actually announces what's happening, you're not going to know what's happening in this city anymore. You're not going to know.
Descriptors.
Once they encrypt the radio traffic, that's it. You're not going to know what's happening. Alright. Let's take a look at the radar, see what's happening.
At the park.
Yeah, well,
The complainant is shouting and yelling at someone in the background. Advise a dog trying to bite her. The complainant is currently just yelling at the subject saying they're drunk.
Just west of
so
1912.
the rotation has subsided in this storm. It looks like this storm has weakened considerably. There is no longer, it doesn't look like any rotation in the storm. That's a good thing. Let's check and see what kind of hail it is pushing out.
Sure, they could just give me a call.
I mean, it's still got a small hail core, but yeah, this storm will probably, they'll probably let the severe thunderstorm warning, they will let that lapse here in no time.
Yeah, Mission 20 on recruiting 24.
Third one is going to be the Wisconsin one. It's going to be Keith, Ocean, King, Edward, Frank Edward. First name is Patricia, Paul, Adam, Tom, Robert, Ida, Charles, Ida, Adam. Date of birth is 11/6/1980.
So we're going to go run up Lamar up to the Runberg area where a guy was out chasing somebody up the street with a weapon just a little bit ago.
For 428.
It came out as a hot shot. Hey man, how's it going? Hey Joe.
Sam Boy Young, 16.
How are you doing, buddy? We're on our way to a man with a weapon chasing a guy up the street.
Yeah, you bet. I'm on code 4 over here too.
So imagine that, somebody chasing somebody with a weapon.
6200 block north of 620.
You want that? That's all.
Yeah, there's already a person chasing another person with a weapon.
No more calls into dispatch either.
Welcome to Austin. That's how we live here.
Not attacking anybody.
Sadly.
Can you advise?
3.
Clear.
This is how we do it here.
Tom George Paul, 1190. is attached to a Toyota Corolla. Can you tell me what it returns to?
10-4.
I'm battling keeping these computers cool.
Clear 1 to 10.
That's what I'm battling at the moment. Streaming, it takes it.
1000 Ford 4-door green color.
Yeah, well, let's just hope
10-4,
nobody
I'll be
gets
tracking
hurt.
the vehicle at Georgetown Street in FM 1431.
Cat stuck in a tree. Well, let's just hope nobody gets hurt. You know what I mean? Well, we're gonna see what's happening. We're almost there.
10-4. We're clearing the roadway right now. I'll be 76 to Round Rock Hospital. Robert, Victor, X-ray 3673, gonna be gray in color. 27-4 Vanessa is going to be 1074. DL status is clear. Correction, ID status clear and current. And lastly, 27-4 Patricia is going to be 99 1 out of JP. It's going to be violation promise to appear Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 confirmation only. Her DL status is clear and current.
We are almost.
05, go ahead.
We're almost at this.
Can you put us on a follow-up at Riverside and Montauk, please?
At this
We'll be
call.
4-4.
It's gonna be right up here around the corner.
91 triple for urgent. It's 10:30. Norwood Park Boulevard is a Walmart.
Man, I gained 200 followers on YouTube this week.
Are you code 4?
Negative, not code 4, it's just over the thing.
Clear still resisting.
200 new followers on YouTube this week. That's not bad. That's the best week I've had on YouTube so far. X, we added close to 1,000 this week.
After 4, I'm clearing the Duke. I'm going to leave us on it while I handle it. Back 24. Clear 1 for 7.
Jones 1047. Can you go with that again? I'm not getting a return.
Man, those storms up to the northwest, they
It's going to
are.
be 1 Nora X-ray, Boy Union 4, 0 Edward 8, 901, 424.
They're pretty much
05.
falling apart right now. They're weakening substantially at this point. And I mean, that's a good thing, don't get me wrong, but they are very much, let me give you a view, they're very much weakening at this point. You can see this is the storm here that was tornado warned just a little bit ago. And this storm here is actually splitting. These could go back severe because they split. This storm, if it can stay out by itself, and away from these other storms, it could re-strengthen.
Radio, your channel's been reopened.
We'll just have to see what happens. But it looks good right now.
We can go ahead and confirm.
10 I'm clear.
Henry, Adam, Mary, Edward, David, Frank, Adam, Robert, Ocean, Queen, Union, Ida. First name,
Frank Nora Union. Date of birth 01/26/1991. I have the deal in hand.
It's running right on that.
10-4, can you go ahead and give me that too, just in case?
Deal number 639-604-924.
10-4.
You know, going into summer, as it starts heating up, I'm gonna have a massive, massive problem keeping these computers cool in here.
Just one caller and she doesn't want to
I don't know what I'm gonna do about it just yet.
Still make the scene and try to look at them.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Unit Galar, point of activation, keypad, no contact, 2 dogs on site.
75, Ida 304 on Ida, check welfare urgent, 1030 Norwood.
So we're in the area right now. This is where the call was at with the guy chasing the other guy with a weapon.
Unit 3 Baker 13, checking status.
I don't see.
You see the car that we have stopped at Comedy Mothership? Can you just backtrack it, get its driving actions from 7th to where we have it stopped?
I don't see anything.
Which van? Zebra, David 2714.
I don't see any.
Austin 7 Adam 250, nothing found through Illinois.
Unless,
Maybe the leasing office door. Clear advice.
Roll at a transient camp,
road transient camp.
and then I will swap on, make a
Yeah, man, what's your question? You know I got answers. I don't know if they're the right answers, but I got answers. I hope they're the right answers.
22. Make a 305 to the next one.
No.
Expires 1/26 of 2028. Corrective lenses must be worn. -29.
10-4, you can show me code 4.
Clear, Heifer.
Alright.
Yep.
I can't get out here. This is ridiculous. Nope, 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 nope. You knew better. I do have the answer for that. Yes, they did allow the severe thunderstorm warnings to expire.
Yes, ma'am. You can show me 1042.
That storm that had the tornado warning basically fell completely apart, which it's not surprising. It got into some really dirty air. Oh, come on, dude. I could have went, man.
1880 en route to an alarm burglary, 3706 North First Street. At the Community Care Clinic.
I could have went.
Burglar 4700 North Capitol, Texas at Nailwood Apartments. Roger, you clear advising.
Baker 10.
We're going to turn and go down Runberg a little ways to see if they may have caught the people down that way. I just don't think so. I don't see anything in this area that would... Crap, man.
10-4-23.
Go for me, what's wrong? Kilo 62403.
Go ahead.
I'm not sure how far back you want me to track, but I mean, other than them kind of narrowly avoiding that car that you guys were near, it just seemed to be speeding. Rolled through that pretty hard yellow to get on the 6.
Yeah, he had locked up his brakes right before that.
What's
just
that?
burn all the way till the traffic stop for us, please.
Man, I don't have any cash on me, brother. I'm sorry. I hear you. I hear you. Absolutely, I can. There you go. I can do that. Yes, sir. I wish I had. You know what? I got a little change on me, but I don't. That's about all I got on me, other than a card. You know what I mean?
Check this out. That'll make you holler.
Yeah.
That'll keep you alive. 10 keep you thin. 20 is plenty. 30 that'll keep you dirty. Give you 40, you'll be shorty. Give you 50, that'll be Nick. Give you 100, I'll make it 30.
There you go, brother.
You want to get that, son?
Hey, man. God bless you, sir. Thanks for your service, man. Let- There you go, sir. Well, that's pretty impressive. Yeah. Well, later, brother. Holy smokes. I just met a real life homeless Green Beret. I highly doubt that guy was a Green Beret, to be quite honest with you. But just my opinion. Maybe he was. I don't know.
EMS was cleared, just occurred.
I could be wrong. Maybe I am, but you know, I've worked with the homeless community enough to know that they tell some tall tales.
CV8, were you clearing the preempt?
They tell some really, really tall tales. That homeless camp here on Runberg hasn't built back up again. I mean, it may have back up in the trees, but it hasn't right there anyway.
For the crash hotshot, it's at Alma North Plaza 1, apartment 1311. Putting on call text.
Verse term, could you run that bill 50?
Info.
Quick way. Check version on Ben White.
Check welfare urgent on Ben White. Y'all, this is Runberg and 35, where the lot of drugs are sold up in this area.
Level 2 clear.
You know
For the
what?
crash, they advise one building only. Male speeding through the parking lot.
We're going back.
EMS controlling the call.
There is a... We need to make a U-E. We got to go back the other direction. Sounds like there's a car in a building here behind us a little ways on Runberg. We're gonna go see if we can't. Shit. It's actually behind us. Right here. We're actually here. How did I miss that? just right past the Circle K. How the hell did I miss that?
Special attention, Baker 10. We're holding an assist EMS off of West Wells Branch.
It's an apartment complex, and it sounds like somebody drove into a building.
Baker 305, can you clear on that return?
Yeah, a car hit a building. Sounds like somebody was speeding through this apartment complex parking lot. We gotta go. So it sounds like somebody was speeding through the apartment complex parking lot and hit an actual building. Okay, let's go.
Male didn't look back when reversing. Ran over 16-year-olds and 1-year-olds.
Yeah, there's the apartments.
Charlie 401, 408, DD 17, other units around. Caller Hotshot 3000, Oak Springs Drive. Callers advising 3 men
I gotta figure out how to pull
into
in.
her home. Charlie 40 is clear. No weapons seen. 3 black males, about 24
Okay,
years.
they're going to the back. Why is it whenever I'm trying to get somewhere, I catch every red light that there is?
And there's currently an open line.
Every single time I catch every red light there is.
Apartment 404.
We have 18-1 in custody at 1841.
Vehicle description. Dispatch.
Baker 305, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm still on Idaho.
10-4.
It was just 43.
10-4.
You know what? I wonder if we could go around and get a better view that way. We might be able to go around and get a better view the other direction.
Go ahead. That's where the call was. How about that?
We might be able to get a better view from the street over there.
They're just south of Rumberg.
Man, there sure are a lot of... Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm seeing happen there. We got to go turn around again, though. Man, the ambulance is right behind us.
It's at 9121 North Plaza. She said to the left side.
They're either looking for a place to turn around as well, or they're legitimately Man, I have no clue what's happening. They are all over this neighborhood. What in the heck is happening?
The caller is going to be
What in the heck is happening, y'all?
apartment 404.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. There's cops and firemen and everything else going literally every direction.
So we have a disturbance at the apartment complex yesterday, I believe. Can you see if the caller's in the red zone or if it's all the white border area?
Let's see. No, it's Runberg, so they...
He called into the white four-door Buick yesterday. David Jones, Victor 6192, going to be at 2200 Del Curto.
Oh, I see what happened. They're behind... Oh, we were in the right apartment complex.
Sure, he's right.
Oh, what is wrong with me? Do I really have a tail light, a blinker out?
Insurance is confirmed and locked. Gradient, what's up?
Look for the opening gate. I'm at the original address currently. Yeah, mine is 9121. I think EMS has got him here.
Yeah, they got it cut off now. You can't get in there. All right. Well, you know what? It is what it is.
University March 29, clear and route for reckless driving. It's going to be Camino Real to 183. This is going to be a northbound ramp. The white Ford van's unable to maintain lanes. It just got onto 183 northbound. It almost hit a guardrail and an 18-wheeler. It has a partial license plate of Nora Victor Young. Exit 460. Possibly intoxicated. Unknown weapon. So it was a Hispanic male driver.
7 was detained. You can confirm on this. Number 313, 28.
Good.
Tom, Robert, 8256. This is going to be the vehicle in LRDLCS.
Four.
Dadgummit.
Johnstown 47 is 2-4. It's supposed to be silver Chevy Suburban.
Yeah, that matches the picture. Right there, if you want to just drop down to the area, there's anybody. The 7-Eleven, I believe it's 1730.
Yes, I'm clear. Go ahead. Can you search for alarm robbery? 1620 Woodland Lane. Crouch, Black Freight. Answer Baker 13 and CIT 11 clear your route to check welfare.
Oh, come on.
13 Tea Leaves Drive. Finance is employee at Austin Oak Hospital requesting we check on Vincent Castillo, born 1987. There is a caution note on here for 10-1096. Advice he's known to be combative, prior assault on public servants, known to abuse drugs, and has expressed suicidal ideation to suicide by cop. The complainant is advising that he has attempted suicide in the past by an overdose, and he informed us that he has access to bills, who is crying and seems to be in distress, but no mention of weapons were made.
Johnstown Boy 4222, be at 35 Service Road in Holly, northbound.
Oh my god. I gotta get a blinker. I gotta fix my damn blinker. Gotta be kidding me. If it ain't one thing, it's another.
36, 25. 10-2036. I get 22 down, okay.
Definitely. Something reaching that?
Roughly behind that vehicle, going to be on the side of the road on the High Loop exit. Frank Victor,
Got another
Young,
blinker out.
4192.
About to get a bulb.
Tom Robert Paul 8109 Gray F-150. Robert Tom George 8632 45.
Registration expired in July.
For get an extended welfare check on the Spanish speaking.
10 Farm Clear and 3 Charlie 39 is round to you. is primary call 0144, returns current July of 24 to 2001 Toyota Camry white color to a Luis Gonzalez out of Vegas.
Thank you.
7 from route to priority 2, reckless driving, FM 1431 in Deer Canyon. Travels towards Cedar Park, approaching Deer Canyon. Truck unable to maintain lane, going into oncoming traffic. Sunset Valley 16's en route to priority 2 suspicious person, 5400 Brody Lane at Academy. Complainant advising a subject of pacing through the shop, speaking to himself, had verbal altercation with an employee and made threats to staff. The Hispanic male still getting further. Good.
If there's a fast street available and they head this way, I'm trying to find multiple people with lane blind.
Spanish speaker available?
Check surrounding. Speaking 12 return. 27 return to State White Male, Christian Westbrook, out of the Hills. Eligible current clear, negative 99.
Spanish speaker to Edward. Spanish speaker to Edward.
Charles Nora 6656.
10-4.
Alright guys, it's gonna start picking up and getting busy soon. There's a trash fire on Cesar Chavez, there's a trash fire on Slaughter in Congress.
Unit 845, clear your own traffic with 10,300 block of East 290 westbound.
Code 4, beginning SFSC.
10-4.
Oh, it's the back bolt. Damn it.
Go ahead.
I don't know if I missed on the NBC. Which 51 taking the Bronco?
Stand by 1. If the Bronco is...
Then the final stop is in the 17,900 block of 1431.
10-4. 30 to 32. If it's Sam Nora, it'll be quick tow.
3 David 3 still, I'm clear. I'm trying to catch up on the notes. Did we report the sign down for non-summit and the 671?
It has been reported to TNR.
I'm clear, man. I'll be taking primary on this collision.
10-4. And it's 16445, the Scovo Lane. It's going to be a child versus a mother and was physical.
Fire 404, code 4.
No. Family disturbance on the Scovo. The parties are now separated. They're advising the mothers of the residents, child of the neighbors.
Okay, we're talking to this separated. Can we downgrade that? Good job, 39, so far.
Clear code 4. Clear for George. Go ahead. Dog's going to belong to 11111 Morgan Street in Manor, Texas.
157. Okay, I gotta go in here and get a blinker bulb real quick and change my blinker before I end up getting a ticket
The location is
chasing around these cops.
Is it emergency clinic?
Dude,
That can be it too. 39796720 out of Texas. Other calls, but just to let you know, if one does get freed up, the subject is starting to get a little bit more irritated.
okay.
Caller is a little bit worried. I'm en route, but this is going to be extended ETA. Just when a unit is available, try heading that way.
I will be right back.
10-4, I'm clear. Yeah, Manor 45, clear your code 4.
Very few. I believe I have eyes on the suspect's vehicle. It's going to be passing the park right now. Really clear. All advised when it makes entry into the church. Yeah, man, it's going to be an older model. There's going to be a black male driver, maybe a black male back occupant.
And High Street Roadway, Howard and 35 southbound.
SC20, clear my last of 3, and I'll advise.
4.
Access to a black Ford Explorer. They're refusing EMS, but advising they have injuries on their lip.
Hold here.
9411, return.
Go ahead.
1074 deal status, clear current shift.
Clear on advising.
Temple. All right, relay. Let's go ahead.
Good, Cap.
Where's the begin 18?
Three Bigger 45, Tammy as well, please.
10-4. Units around. I have 3 Bigger 21, 3 Bigger 41, 3 Bigger 45. It's going to be a priority 1 auto theft, 8321 Burleson Manor Road. It's actually 2 subjects who attempted to steal a vehicle. We're waiting to get further.
Supervisor clear, check in surroundings.
Clear and clear.
Clear.
Command.
Hello.
We confirm our main suspect's out of the car. We're giving her some more. 10-4. 3 ready.
here with you first.
Alright, you guys bear with me 1 second.
This will be attempt X 7454, fall 29. CID 31. Make my last free. If you knock that nature unknown down to 2, I'll advise on it. If I see you find anything.
Jesus.
Clear.
David 9080 1042.
2-4. 2-2 and advise the complainant didn't say when it happened and you can't call back on the 911 phone.
Really quick. Or for clear me off my traffic and show me out with the state trooper on traffic. 62 on the Black Oak Airport.
This is AMG 23. If you can, is there any way to check if they still need us?
10-4. Engine 1 is 23 requesting APD.
Then I will be en route.
Any unit to 75?
Units around to this auto theft. Clear, you're on.
Check welfare on Lower Drive.
10-4. Yeah, Park 43, I have you on route to check welfare. It's going to be 4002 Belt Drive. Just been updated. They're advising through a 911 text that a man with a gun is pointing it at people. We're waiting to get further. There is a caution note for this area. It says extremely... I'm clear. There is a caution note in here for extremely high crime area known for narcotics, stolen property, and vehicles.
Lots of heaven.
90 westbound.
3 bigger 45, I got a 28.
Go ahead.
12 John 9572.
10-4. It looks like we have that on the card. It comes back to a 2013 Ford pickup to an owner, Feliciano Bautista, off of Ingrid Drive in Elgin.
And EMS cleared. Ex-wife called complaining it was hyperventilating the disconnect. And May 13 clearing out.
Clear on belt. The complainant's advising is a bluish colored Jetta and a black Chevy truck, and the subject's been at the address before. We are trying to get further. It's coming in slow from a text.
Three bigger 45. I'm good for it. Keep one around.
10-4, clear, code 4.
Do you want to go by VIN on that vehicle?
10-4. I'll run it myself. Just give me a second.
Pretty clear. I'll swing by Red Ash for CID 50.
Alright. I'll tell you what.
3050. I'm code 4.
I should be a mechanic. As fast as I can change out all of these bulbs and
First
junk.
14, that's probably me. I'm trying to log in.
Alright. Didn't even get my hands dirty. Got my blinker fixed. I had to put a blinker in, man. I can't go chasing the cops around if I'm going to have a
Still need Spanish speaker?
blinker out.
I think we got it sorted out with language line.
You're telling me.
121, you can show both units out of this break. 10-4.
First one's gonna be a trailer 529-315K, and then I got the truck already.
Good.
I'm making Victor 2807. It's
Georgian Drive. Where's Georgian Drive? 8018.
817, go ahead.
Alright, well, we are right there at Georgian Drive. We're going to go to a smoke investigation, which is just right up the street here on Georgian Drive. This was dispatched at 7:51, so whatever's up, they should probably know about what's happening by now. We gotta go through this red light and make the next left. Through the red light. Next left.
Last name is gonna be Glenn, George Lincoln, Edward, first name Claire, Charles Lincoln, Adam, Robert, Edward.
We're gonna turn on to Dean Avenue, which is right here.
The second one, same last name, Glenn, first name April, common spelling, 894-18-69.
Dean Avenue.
Can I get that first name one more time? There's a little bit of echo.
It's going to be April.
Okay, thank you.
We are 1 mile out from the. There's a call down here with smoke. We'll see what's happening. Smoke investigation.
2729.
345, stand by, I'm logging in.
Man, I love Liquid Death. That water, some of the best water. Mango flavored. Great water.
380 Julian 109-1329. We're 1329.
We're on Georgian Drive. There is a smoke investigation call right down here that we're gonna try to see what's what.
52912, repeat 52912, all equipment functional. I got part at 14.
Yeah, check right.
Oh man, those storms have rebuilt.
For 3 title, lower injury.
And they are making a beeline at us.
Meter 45, block traffic in meter 12,300, block US 290.
Park 43, I'm 10 station.
10-4, this channel 2 closed for Park 43.
And by the end, looks like it's stopped and are now walking to the front of the complex towards the gate. It's going to be a Hispanic male, shirtless, wearing gray shorts.
second Hispanic male, unknown clothing.
I don't see. Where the smoke is coming from.
Let me transporting one to Cross Creek Hospital for POV.
2003.
See if it's at 7,900.
North 12 starts at 250.
Three Baker 45.
45.
Your subject's going to be 99 out of also for damage to property. His DL is currently clear. 9036 North Lamar. Quill Creek Apartments. This is cleared. Mill in front of the apartment was beat up. Are they clear?
Yeah, I don't see anything out here unless they're at that apartment complex, which they very well could be. Oh, there it is right there.
Victor 722.
Come on, people.
Yeah, we're ready to park.
You got to be kidding.
You can hold what you got. So
You got a dog in the road, people. There's a dog in the road.
10-4, I think I love you.
Come on.
Lamar.
Oh, I can't get out here. I'm gonna have to
On the fifth wheel.
turn around, go back the other way.
10-4. Edward.
Maybe they'll move their dog this time.
10-4, unit check one.
Probably not. But we're gonna try.
Baker 13. Units, switch up for trouble for urgent on Springdale.
Hey, Peter, what's going on, man?
We have a 2739 out of Colorado when you're ready.
Oh, man, nothing really. It's quiet night. But you know how that goes. It goes from quiet night to somebody dead in a shooting in nothing but a second. Sadly. I say it's quiet, and then I decide, like, I'm just basically wasting my time, so I'm just going to stop streaming. And then shit hits the fan. It's always the way it happens.
About 40 to 60 years of age. 75. For one clear now.
Always the way it happens.
Baker's relay tonight. 20 feet when you're ready.
There is a pretty decent storm headed down towards us. Hang on, let me get it. Let me get my radar back up, and I'll give you guys a view. The storm is moving incredibly slow too. The storm that we're going to look at is moving. It's moving southeast, so it could very well make it into Austin. So the storm that we're looking at is, like I said, moving. It's moving this way. So chances of it hitting us are slim, but there was a tornado up here north of Land Passes just a little bit ago.
Let me put some calls up there, like a start material for it. Yeah, I got it.
Pretty big storm out there.
Thank you, man. We do still have the complainant on the line. They're not responding to call taker questions. We'll attempt to ask again.
Because we're clear. We're out with the subject matching description, but I ain't been on.
Some pretty big hail in that storm too. Pretty big hail.
Hey, we're 30 those units. Stand by for Jansen's idea of meeting with that complainant first. That way then we know everything. Double check with it. It looks like it's.
Alright guys, I'm going to be out here for a little bit longer, but I need to reset everything. We've been going for a little over an hour now. I'll be out here for a little while longer. If anything interesting pops up or happens, I will be back. Thanks guys.